Every morning, before the fishing boats even leave the harbor, a lean collie mix walks the same worn path along the cliffs, completely alone. He reaches the same spot at the cliff's edge every time, sits down, and stares out at the water like he's waiting for something. The fishermen know him well by now, and none of them try to call him over anymore. They just let him watch the sea. By midday, he gives up, turns from the water, and walks back to sleep near the base of the old unused lighthouse. This path once belonged to the lighthouse keeper, an elderly man who walked it every morning with the same dog by his side. One winter, the keeper didn't come home, and the cottage by the lighthouse has stood empty and quiet ever since that day. Neighbors tried taking him in more than once, offering food and warm beds, but he always slipped away and returned to the cliffs. In time, the village stopped trying to change him and simply accepted that this stretch of coastline was where he chose to stay. A traveling rescue volunteer, passing through on an unrelated trip, hears the story of the dog from a fisherman mending his nets. Instead of rushing to catch him, she decides to stay a few extra days just to sit nearby and watch how he moves. She sets up a folding chair a careful distance from his spot, and he watches her from the corner of his eye, wary. Morning after morning, she quietly returns to the same chair, never reaching for him, letting him slowly get used to her being there. Unlike everyone before her, she never tries to take him anywhere, and after a few days, his ears begin to turn toward her. One morning, he leaves his usual spot early and takes a few slow steps toward her chair before stopping himself completely still. She holds out a small piece of food in her open palm, and he stretches his neck forward, sniffing, unsure whether to trust it. After a long, still moment, he finally closes the distance and takes the food gently from her open hand, without flinching or pulling away. In the days that follow, he starts lying closer to her chair each morning, instead of returning straight to the lighthouse alone. One foggy morning, the cliffs go quiet and still, and he walks straight to her without hesitating, the way he never used to. He lowers himself down beside her chair and rests his head in her lap, letting his guard down completely for the first time. Weeks later, dark clouds gather fast over the water, and as the wind picks up, he retreats toward the lighthouse, expecting solitude. But this time, she doesn't leave. She arrives instead with a weatherproof bed, walking straight into the wind and rain to find him. Through the whole storm, she stays right beside him, soaked and shivering, refusing to disappear the way everyone else always had before. When the storm finally passes and dawn breaks over the water, he looks at her differently now, like something has quietly changed forever. Not long after, he's adopted by a family who live near the coast, close enough that the sound of the sea still reaches him. Now he still walks along a cliffside trail most mornings, but this time, he's never the only one watching the water anymore. He pauses for a moment to glance out at the water, then turns and trots happily back toward the family waiting for him. After a year of waiting alone at the edge of the world, he finally isn't waiting anymore. He's simply home.